EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Frank, there really is nothing quite like it. The old course at St. Andrews, and you know the old course is old when the new course is 100 years old. You know you're in a place that is bathed in history.
Yeah, the fact that they can't really figure out who exactly designed the old course, it just evolved. And the true, if you look at a scorecard, the fact that you go out and in, it's designed purely around St. Andrews because 9 holes are out, then you turn around in the loop and come all the way back to the clubhouse. So the amazing thing is you actually can, if you get lucky, play 9 holes with the wind behind you, and if fortunately with the tide it turns, you can get 9 holes with the wind at your back as well.
Stepping up to the first tee at such an iconic venue, Frank, what is going through your mind here?
Well, you'd think with such a wide fairway, it would be the easiest fairway to hit. But Swilcan, there's an out of bounds down the right, and then the Swilcan burn runs all the way across from the right-hand side in front of the first green. So really, you want to make sure you have a full shot into this first green. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing to say the least.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
1 under early in the round. Now to the second hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Ideally, if you're not the longest hitter, just down the right side. But if you've got some wind conditions, wind behind your back, you can nearly drive this green.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, talk about the strategy off the tee here at the third.
You can drive the ball pretty close to this green, Rich. It's shorter than the second hole. Just hit it down the right side, but try and avoid those little pot bunkers.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par. Frank, now at the 4th hole.
Yeah, long par 4. 2 choices, whether you're game enough to drive it down the right or down the left, which is a much wider piece of fairway.
Well, now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Starting to fire on all cylinders. A couple of birdies in a row and now 4 under. Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The fifth hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
Beautiful looking shot right here. Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Good lie in the fairway. Had a good chance to make something happen here. Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, I thought that was in. Well, he's not going to be real happy with that. Wow.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Birdie try up next.
No, it can't be. 6 in a row?
This would be 6 in a row. Count it as 6 birdies for the day. Over the ball here at the 7th. And Frank, if you had to script a game plan here, what would it look like?
You could drive this pretty close to the green. This is a green that's shared with the 11th, the par 3. And so you won't see that tee shot finish, but you can actually drive very, very close to a bunker called the Shell, which is the one that protects the par 3 11th.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Starting to fill it up now. 2 birdies in a row and 7 under for the championship. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play. And it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
Well, this could be good. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. 10-foot putt left. Well, that's a tough break with that miss right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. Did the job right there. Frank, the old course all about avoiding the pot bunkers. They're so nasty. This is a good example here, the 9th hole.
Yeah, the pot bunkers really to be avoided are the ones in the middle of the fairway, but there are some that sneak in on the left side, plus that gorse on the left. If you can carry that last one, which is called the end hole, then there's a chance to perhaps drive this green.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. moves to -8. So we're getting set now for the second 9 here at the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, a chance to get off to a good start here with the short par 4 10th?
Yeah, it's a very subtle hole. It just looks straight ahead in front of you, but there is gorse down the left if you stray, especially into a head breeze. But really, it's drivable for most of the players. Just got to worry about those 2 bunkers. There's sort of a short right of the green. You finish up there, then this hole becomes a little more difficult.
Good looking shot right here. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. And Frank, the train is rolling down the tracks right now.
You just check another one off.
Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 311.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St. Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, from this vantage point here at the 12th, you can see why the old course, St. Andrews, are so iconic in the sport.
Yeah, this is a fun hole as we start to sort of head back to the village of St. Andrews. Hole's called Heathery. There's a big crop of heather on the left, and there's 4 little pot bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway, so you've really got to be cognizant of those. But good time to take the head cover off if you're a long hitter, and then you've only got to worry about that 1 pot bunker just short of the green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, how about the bunkers here at 13? A rather ominous sounding name.
Yeah, the coffins, and they are that for a reason. If you finish up in there, well, the best you'll probably ever do is make a bogey, unless you're an absolute genius. That'll be avoided, certainly off the tee. If you do, it's still a difficult hole. The second shot, unless you hit a perfect tee shot, will be blind.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This won't hurt him, Frank.
Just a little left of the flag. That's fine.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Good roll, good putt.
Frank, what are we looking at here at the big par 5 14?
Out of bounds on the right, and those little series of pot bunkers called the birdies. Now, if you get in trouble here, you can bail out with your second shot down the left, which is the 4th fairway. It's one other option of playing this par 5. But a good tee shot, and you can certainly go at this for 2.
Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge. just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. It's a long way away.
Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Frank, I've made a bagel order or a donut order half a dozen, but birdies, that I've never done.
I'll tell you, this is going to be Krispy Kreme time. 6 in a row.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, it's obvious he is in complete command of his golf ball right now. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Score that a birdie. 16th hole is a par 4 here at the Old Course. Frank, with another one of those sort of funky features.
Yes, a series of 3 bunkers called the Principal's Nose, plus that out of bounds on the right. So really err on the side of caution, avoiding both the out of bounds and the Principal's Nose. Nothing wrong with going a little bit left here. But the further left you go, then it makes that second shot that much harder because you'll have to bring it across that little pot bunker in the front called the Weg.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. These putts keep the round together. Headed to rarefied territory already. 15 under par for the round. Frank, the 17th hole, you can get room service along the way here?
You can. If you flare one right there, you'll also pay a penalty for out of bounds. And so that hamburger better taste good. Better be worth it. A little left of that, a little left of the out of bounds, and you're left with a second shot. It's fairly daunting because you have the road hole bunker to avoid and the road behind the green. Hence the name.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, our statisticians are checking right now. This may be a record. We'll find out. But he's headed for a 9th consecutive birdie. This is unreal.
Yeah, it's hard to fathom, and it's just something to really watch and savor.
Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the Old Course and walk across that bridge.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close, and then knock in the birdie. before that, a birdie. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward, this is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.